Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of Guardians of Silk in EU4, me and Texas. And in previous episode we won our war against the Turkish Empire. We didn't take all that much land from them directly, but we did gain all together, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces in that war for ourselves. One for Ossetia in addition to that, and then Mamluks didn't actually gain anything. Commonwealth got 1, so that's a total of 8 provinces. Nothing massive, but it's certainly useful. We do have another merchant possibly available for trade somewhere. I'm just waiting to see if that is actually going to be the case or not. Because it might not be. Or, like it seems, it is actually available. Alright. We've got 70% there. We're already transferring quite a bit of trade. I wonder if I want to... No, I don't think there's that much trade over there worthwhile. So maybe we'll go into... down here. Into Delhi, start transferring trade power. Because that should, in theory, open up rather large markets for us. Large market in terms of value in there. Oh, and we can get the next core going on. So the one that we actually conquer is the one that is going to take a while to get coring, because it's rather expensive, and I'd rather get at least some of the smaller ones already coring, so that we can get the overextension down a little bit faster. Because even dropping the overextension a little bit will already help. Although we're not really in that bad of a situation in regards to that. But you know, it's still nice. This one, we can't get a claim there. We should have 50 points, okay. But yeah, now that we've got this, we'll at least be able to get the global trade in here. Slowly, I mean, I suppose, how much is it in Baku? It's still spreading about 0.25 per month. And over here, 0.26 in... Okay, so that's gonna be the first one to get it, most likely. That's alright. It'll spread. Although, I would like to get it a bit faster, because that is already 40% for the Middletech, for example. I believe 30 for the Diplo, and... Well, it's actually just started. It's 20 for the admin, actually. Ooh, we're seeing a lot more provinces again. Okay, so now we're seeing a fair chunk of the coastlines over here. Oh! Alright, so that's pretty of Mexico. Pretty of Mexico. They just had a peace deal, probably. Well, I don't have those showing. Oh, wait, no, it's just showing more and more of the land here. Okay. Alright, well. Oh, Spanish Panama, alright. Okay, there's actually a little bit less Europeans in sub-Saharan Africa than I thought there would be. I thought they would have conquered most of it already by now. Maybe they're... Well, Congo has been conquered for sure. And then they got this... Oh wow, South Africa is mostly Spanish. Which in turn is probably still under Naples. I mean, I suppose we could check if Naples is still overlord of both France and Spain. Yep, they sure are. Alright, how does the stuff look over here? So there's still British portion of Philippines, French portion of Philippines, and Spanish portion of Philippines. And then the Taiwan is spread between those three as well. I'm a little bit surprised that Ming hasn't started demanding land from those. Oh, and has someone... Oh, Spanish have got on ports over here into Japan. Who else is there? Okay, that's Scandinavia, Great Britain. Interesting. A lot of odd locations there. I do wonder if we are a lot over our force limit right now, since we haven't had the manpower reach the almost 40,000 again since the start of the war. But I'm sure that in a few years we'll be reaching those numbers again. Although... Once the increased obligations expires, it's going to drop a decent bit, but I think we'll still have quite a bit overall. How much exactly remains to be seen. Corruption is still slowly dropping, legitimacy is still going up. We can't get that one. Oh wow, that is quite an income. How was the force limits? Okay, we are actually a little bit over our force limit, but not too bad. And Ming's got 66,000 sieging down in here. Oh boy. So if we have a look at the ledger, so Ming still has 1.5 million men in the army, plus 1.6 million manpower reserves. Japan is the second largest army with almost 250,000, well, 250,000 men on the field and almost a quarter at the reserves. Great Britain is rather large. We're still not on the first page in here. Well, Sigara is the last one over there. So we are in the middle of the second page. So like in high 20s in terms of the army size. Could certainly be a lot worse. Oh, and first of the cores are almost done. Oh, right, we should probably send this fleet back home, shouldn't we? Yeah, we're spending a lot of naval materials there. No, we don't still have enough... Well, actually, no, we kind of do have enough production that we could set up another lightship in here, but I don't think that's necessary. Not right now, anyway. So we have started working on the capital in here. We need a lot of knowledge still, but we should have plenty of knowledge production now. So it's not that bad. There we go, that's 2 cores done. Down... Okay, so overextension went down by 7% there. That's not too shabby. But now that we've got the points, we could maybe get a claim on this thing. But yeah, I'm seriously kind of debating if I should just break my ties with Mamluks, because they are starting to be so weak that I don't... Well, I mean, they got 16,000 men right now, but yeah, it's really weak, so it might actually be... I mean, who are they allied to other than me? They got quite a few African nations and Banu Tamim at least at their aid, but like they are so far down in the Militech there. Oh, Noble Concessions has expired. Let's quickly have a look at the loyalty over here. So we've got 42. Now let's just go ahead and increase that with the tenant abuse, for example, again. That's 47 now. And then if we want to do any of the... There is still the option of reducing the low obligations in here, but we need to get the loyalty up a lot more than that before we can afford doing it. Or, how's the power doing? If I remember correctly, they reduce... Oh yeah, it's 80% now. And it's going down, so technically speaking, if we were to do a little bit more to get the loyalty at least to, say, 55... So, for example, concessions, ancient liberties, that'd be 57 already. And now if we do the reduction of power, democratic nobility, that is going to be a bit bad for the stability for the long, or short term at least. But that is also going to start reducing the power, so we'll have a bit more money coming to us instead of for them. Plus, you know, that means that we're going to do the army reform. We need to get the bureaucrat influence a bit higher, but that's not going to be a problem. We just need to promote the faction once, and that should be plenty. We're already up to 600 ducats again. Oh, wow. Oh, our air is paranoid. I mean, at least the spy detection is going to be useful. You know what? What we should probably do is just put in the counter espionage over here as diplomat. I don't think we need to worry about a suppressor right now. So counter espionage so we can catch their spies a bit easier. And we can almost get the core going. Karasus. There we go. So that's now underway. So Banu Kali is moving about here. Are they part of that war against Ming? Siberia, Scandinavia, Vinland, and Banu Kali. Okay, they are. So is Scandinavia gonna get beaten by them as well? I mean, Siberia at least has been sieged down almost entirely. But there's still, I don't know, maybe at least a third of their provinces haven't been sieged down, although some of them are most likely wastelands. Oh, and the stability goes down. It's going to keep on doing that for a few years at least. So yeah, Ming is kind of something that you don't really mess with. It's just like, if we have really good force and all that, we might be able to attrition them enough so that we can, you know, maybe find some weak points here and there, but like, it's too strong of a nation as a whole. I mean, eventually with the Militech advantage, perhaps we'd be able to do something. We got 47 though, so that's not really much of an advantage. Ah, this alliance expired, right. So now that we've got all the cores done, or underway at least, rationalism would be good for the open production efficiency. And, you know, catching up in the tech a little bit. How much do we need points for that? 200? On the other hand, global institutions threat plus 15% wouldn't be bad either. And then the Diplotech. Idea cost. Institution embracement cost. Class labor. Innovativeness gain. How much innovativeness do we have? We got no innovativeness whatsoever. Alright, well, that could be a little bit better. Right, so the next Militech is going to give us yet another... Oh, truce with Siberia ended. I actually wonder, do they still have a lot of allies? Because conquering some lands from Siberia might actually be a good idea. Or maybe fighting against the Grey Horde. That could also work. We'll have to check who they are allied to and what sort of armies we'd be facing. Because we got the around 30 something manpower, or 30,000 manpower. But that's, if we go much over, we're going to start having a lot of monetary problems. Although right now our income is actually pretty darn good. So I probably shouldn't be complaining too much. Oh, and the arrows just took over, alright. Right, so Siberia, if I declare war on you, who would join? Scandinavia hinges. Okay, that's way too many. What about Grey Horde? If I declare war on you, you are a tributary of Ming. You're not a great... Oh, right, it would be just you. We go for the imperialism as well. We'd have to take their capital. All provinces would be at 75% cost and 75% aggressive expansion. So overall, that might not be bad. But how much do we want to take from them, realistically speaking, before we are neighboring Ming? Also, how much aggressive expansion do we have? We don't really have that much aggressive expansion over here. We got a little bit down this way because we just took a lot of land in Middle East. But beyond that, we should be fine. Right, so are we still over our force limit? Well, still over by 1. But the situation is improving, although the manpower pool hasn't really grown that much. But I suppose we'll just take it. So the diplo points, we got a pretty good amount. Legitimacy is still going up. Probably not for all that long. Stability is probably still dropping rather drastically. Yeah, it's dropping, like, what, 3% per month? Just about. We could do this reform. Or we can just wait for the power to drop and then... Oh, right, at this point it's actually just waiting for the... So it's 200 mil points. We need to get the bureaucrat influence up. And that is actually going to be easy to do. But we don't have the +1 stability actually, so maybe we won't do a reform right now. And yeah, we've got 19 ducats per month income right now. Okay, so we might want to do some construction work. Just saying. Did we ever get the port over here? We've got level 2. We could make it a level 3, I suppose. We're not building anything else in here either, so let's just go ahead and select that one. Build infrastructure, design... Our bridge, rank 3. Okay, it's 200. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, Royal Marriage with Commonwealth has ended, alright. Yeah, that harbour is going to take a while to be built, but that should be fine. So Brest still has the capital, right? Yeah, they don't have the pathing all that high. So that's something that we could probably build in there. Level 2 pathing. Yeah, that's for less than 60 ducats. So we got plenty of construction work to do, basically. In the near future, because we got the money. In fact, we got so much money that perhaps we could upgrade this advisor to level 2 as well to get more diplo points. I don't suppose there's any... No. I mean, there's a force limit contribution over there, but... Favors for ducats... Oh, okay. I mean, I suppose they've had some rough times, so I understand why they want some money, and I got a decent chunk of cash lying about. So did we... Still level 3 pathing in here. How much is the amenities allowing? 200,000. How much do we have residents in here? About 140,000, so it's still improving, or increasing rather rapidly. We've got development of 50 now. Oh, and we lost a banker. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Just as we upgraded it as well. Commerce production inefficiency. I mean, that sounds rather useful. There we go. So we got level 2 advisors all around there. We're getting 18 ducats per month. We've got well over 1,000 development now. I do think we might want to get the tech over there. Although that institution spread would be nice. I mean, how far are we from getting the... Okay, so it's slowly spreading over here. It's still very slow. In Baku is already 74% and 80% in Derbent. Okay, let's get the Miltech, shall we? So, better guns are now available. No. Infantry guns. Plus the extra fire damage that they do is even higher now. We unlock the new Galleys. Which I suppose is fine by me. I suppose what we could do quite easily is just expand this, or upgrade these ships. And we could probably expand the fleet as well. We're getting a decent bit of materials now. We've got 5 transports. That's probably going to be sufficient for now. We can maybe get another galley at least. You know what? We'll get 2 galleys. Or like get up to 10 ships there. Then we've got 2 trade ships. We still don't have a lot of naval material production. It's just because the price of that is just so darn low, especially in our capital region, that it's just not really worth producing. Like, it's nice at 6, or the base price for them is 6, And it's currently at 2.2 for us, so yeah, it's rather low. It looks like the delicacies price is still going up, although I think it has dropped at some points a little bit, and that's... well, the naval price is now going up, which is good. The delicacies is going up, but everything else is going down. So I suppose we've got a lot of production. Which does mean that people will be able to buy all the things a bit easier, thus meeting their needs and thus faster population growth. But it does mean that the economy might not be growing quite as quickly, but we've got pretty strong stuff going on right now. Oh yeah, I can't really complain. Right, we've got 34,000 manpower again in reserves. Did we get the... I suppose we could send this one in towards the Grey Horde. Oh, right, that's another thing that we should do, is upgrade some fortifications. We'll go ahead and build a fort over here, so it's going to cost us 400 to get the bastion. But that's probably going to be sufficient for a little while at least. I'm still getting a lot of money, so upgrading a lot of the forts over here in the Far East is actually something that we'll have to do. Getting a fort over here, Alpine Tundra, that might actually be quite useful. Now, it doesn't have garrisons, but like if we get a fort over there, then that would be pretty darn good. I mean, how much is the natural defensiveness in there? 93%, well, it's not natural, but it's 50% from the terrain. Then our ideas give a lot more, so yeah, we can make that quite time-consuming siege, that's for sure. And the normal winter over here is +2 attrition. So, especially during winter, you do not want to siege this. The missionaries are still busy. Legitimacy is now 60, which is quite nice. How's the loyalty and the power doing over here? So the power is now 78%, loyalty is 33, so it's not massive. But I'm sure that it's going to go up again, slowly. Now, the stability is about to drop again. But yeah, the power is dropping rather quickly. Loyalty is going up by 0.3 per year. So that could be... could definitely be worse. Oh, average autonomy is now 69. Nice. And these are doing fine. Burger loyalty is still pretty darn good. If we were to do the free commerce thing, then that would be even better. But they don't have the influence right now for that. And look at that. The bureaucracy corruption has dropped a decent bit. Right, so I was going to do the support the faction, but at the same time, how much is the... yeah, the stability is still going down quite a bit. How long does the modifier last, actually? Enforced obligation, that's going to expire in 3 years. That's going to be 20%. Oh, well, there's a modifier just expired. Discontent. Alright. Okay, and our support came to an end. All the rebellions in Turkish Empire. Did they lose any of their, like, are they any smaller now? They still got 69,000. They're down to 50,000 manpower. So there's probably still much more than what I can deal with myself. But with a few allies, we should be able to take them on again. And I think next time we fight them, unless we've gotten through the Mamluk territory in here, which we might be able to, we'll probably try to take either a province over here, get that fort, for example, then just move through the Mamluk territories whenever we need to, or get a landing over here, which actually, oh yeah, if we got military access through Commonwealth, we can reach there, thanks to that province again. Right, so did we get our troops in position? Pretty much. The Grey Horde, if I were to declare war on you, you're already fighting against Odoli. Zevira would not join, so it would be still a decent bit of troops. I can probably go for the Imperials and Casabelli there. We don't have that much admin points, but I think we'll be alright with it. Why is there Miltech, actually, before we declare war? They got Miltech 40... oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. Right, let's just move into Termez, and of course, actually, before we move too far forward in this war, let's go ahead and set up some more rebel suppression, especially down this region. Yeah, so that has a lot of rebel suppression, and we are still 1 over our force limit. But I think we'll be alright. And on this war, I think we're going to go on speed 4. I don't think there's going to be that much to worry about. There's basically only just one avenue of fighting anyway. So let's, just out of curiosity, have a look. Okay, we can't actually do that until October. Never mind. Go with medium looting. I wonder actually if they have any provinces that provides or produce silk. Not that one. I mean, Samarkand might. No, it does not. What about this one? Yeah, that produces... oh wow, that's got a lot of silk there. Okay, so Bukhara is where we are going to be heading, or trying to get to. So if we can take, for example, this line here and then Bukhara, that would be the silk goal already done. Then we'll just have to focus on getting the... Oh, there's investments going in. Not going to go through those. Right, so that was a rather quick siege. They don't have any fortifications in here. You know what, we'll just walk our way into Samarkand and then go into Bukhara and all that. So now I believe we can already have a look at the potential peace deal. So let's say we take that, Bukhara. That would be a potential coalition with Damascus again. If we take that one, that'd be still just Damascus. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad of a chunk. Get next to Samarkand, so next time that we do a war against them, it's going to be a lot easier. And as long as they are tributary of Ming, we don't need to worry about Ming attacking through them necessarily, unless they try to get their independence. Although, I suppose, well, we could probably get some money and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, if we can do this war or get a Bukhara in this war, we'll have met the need for the silk. So that would be yet another goal for our... Well, that would actually be the first goal met for this playthrough. You know what we're going to do is we're going to split the army. It's only level 2. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to split the army. Get into Samarkand, and the other one can go into Karachi, for example. Get a little bit of siege going on in here. I don't really see a lot of the troops. They must be somewhere. Question is, how far have they gone? Can't see them on the map. That's all we can work with right now. Right, so I could get the institution spread. Actually, I like that idea because that's going to help a lot with getting the global trade, I think. At least a little bit. We do have it on 2 provinces now. So that is at least something to do, actually. So this one's still... Actually, moderate communications in there. Autonomy is going up quite a bit still. Alright. Well, there's a decent bit of separatism, and it's only territorial core. Although, I should make this into a state now. Can't core any of those, but that's alright. We're going to work on that later. But as long as they know at least a part of a state, then the max or minimum autonomy should drop. Actually, can we see the difference in already in here? Yeah, it's a decent bit less. Can it be lower than 50 though? So it's still going up, but just not quite as much. So no sign of the enemy. I really wonder how much Ming is going to take away from Siberia in that peace deal that they no doubt are going to have soon enough. Oh, I'll loot their capital. Thank you very much. And then I suppose you can go to Bukhara and the other one go to the other province there. There's already 20% war score. It would actually already take this peace deal. I'm just going to siege them a bit more. Maybe we can get some more looting going on. So how much are the cores going to take us? That's 87 total. It's going to be a little bit. I'm going to spare Bukhara actually. Because I want that province and all the silk production in there. So now if we wanted to take some money, I'm going to take 160. I mean, that's not too bad. We get quite a few provinces, which means a lot of coring, to be fair. It's not too bad in terms of extra expansion, at least. So we can combine these. We'll send this back to Balk, I think. That central location there, and then let's go ahead and get some of these cores going. They're not going to be all that high value necessarily, but like, now we got Bukhara. So that's 1 gold, mate. We're making some more ships right now. Alright. And we've got 600 ducats. Oh, wow. Yeah. So we are swimming in cash. Oh, and we do have a plague somewhere. That's a bit less than ideal. I'm assuming that we're going to drop into -1 stability very shortly. It is 13% still. It's going down. Okay, yeah, it's going to drop in a year unless we do something. How about, no, not direct support. Clergy, do the show of devotion. It's going to take a little bit of points. Increase their loyalty, spirituality, and stability increase interval by 5%. And then over here, support the elite. We might be able to do something. Strategic marriage. It's going to increase the power a little bit. At the same time, it's going to increase the stability slightly. There's its own popularity as well, but we don't want to lose legitimacy, so we'll just do the marriage. That should be alright. So we've got a loyalty of 40 for the nobility as well. And now this one should probably take over the rebel suppression duties down here on this side of the Empire. I think that'll be a good border over there. So we can just take that all out. There we go. How's the corruption doing? It's still slowly dropping, but we probably won't be able to get it all the way down. There's still quite a few things that we kind of need to pass before we can do that. And until we get the hybrid military, I'm not going to deal anything regarding reforms, because I just want to get the stability up. And most of them will cost you stability. Not necessarily a full point, but partial points. There we go. So we've got another province scoring. We've got a long way to go in this ordeal, though. Oh, there's a lot of VJ troops here. Probably returning home. Oh, Mugulistan. Did they get independence? Or maybe they were there for that entire time. That's a possibility. My god. Oh, wow. Has Ming started going to Scandinavia now? A little bit. Well, they're sieging the... Well, that's Unding. I'm not entirely sure if that is part of that. It is part of that war, yes. It's not Ming's troops per se. Right, so how much is our force limit now? I mean, suppose we might have... Oh, it's 38 again. But yeah, we might have to wait a little bit longer to get the proper stuff. Let's get the Termes, because I know that that is one of the border provinces. Or former border provinces. Get that core going. Then Kesh might be a good one next after that. Then Bukhara. Oh, and Karchi. Where's that? Oh, that one, right. I thought that was a wasteland for some reason. So, Kesh. Then it's going to be taxes next. And we'll hopefully get a lot of money still. We did get a bit of inflation out of that, but it's not too bad. We should be burning through that in 2 years or so. And since we probably don't need to take loans anytime soon. Especially with the global trade. I mean, global trade, it is now spreading faster. We'll have a look at how quickly it's spread thus far very shortly. Right, so it's spreading already in here as well. Wait a minute, is that global trade already 73%? What? How quickly is it spreading there? Oh, it's just the same 25. Over here it's already at 80%, and the bend it's 0.35 per month. So it's going to be there in just a few years. The bend is fairly high. I mean, it's got a bit of autonomy there, but yeah, it's probably going to then spread a bit faster in surrounding regions as well. I mean, over here it's... Yeah, it's getting 0.1 extra from neighbouring coastal province. Embrace that. Oh, embrace the academia, but it's not really spreading in here yet. The nationalism, industrialization. Well, only these three things are stuff that we still need to embrace. But unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.